Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vokal the Slug Cat, and we are back again with some fresh, big Toph. Well, as fresh as she can be. So before we get into the live, she did go live today. Um, Seems like it was short lived, if you couldn't tell by the title. But I do have a few updates from Tophia's story over the course of this past week that I thought I would share with y'all before we kick things off. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So, our glorious queen, Tophiachu, is back again, of course, looking at clothes that are not designed to fit her frame or body type. So like I'm not trying to be mean, but like come on, Toph, this is not gonna look the way you want it to look on you. You know what I'm saying? And next up, it seems like Tophia might have been in heat. I don't know, maybe her and Studchu or whoever the mystery driver of the car is getting closer. This story reads, love shouldn't be political. Everyday people fight for the right to love who they want. I can't imagine a world where you can't marry or love who you want. And to that, I mean, I agree, but like she acts like we live in like I don't know, like Iraq or something. Like Tophia, you can marry and be with whoever you want. No one's stopping you. I don't know what the laws are in New Mexico, but I mean, there's plenty of states that allow same-sex marriage. It's fine. Do you, boo boo? And the reason I think she's in heat is because she dropped this little gem right here that says me and her, but we're just friend. She always never ceases to amaze me that she doesn't double check anything she posts. But yeah, I mean, it seems like she's cozying up to somebody. Uh and you know, of course, she's going back to the gym and whatnot. You know, these are all things that we were seeing when she was hanging around with Studchu. So maybe Studchu is the love interest, but of course, we know those feelings aren't really being reciprocated. Well, now, why do I say that? Because next up, we have this story a couple days after those where she says, I just need a hug from my mom right now. And I was like, well, damn. You know, are you missing Marie? Like, you know, did something happen? What's going on, Toph? And followed up with this story was I don't know if this is a poem or song lyrics, but it reads, you're gonna go find somebody new, like it was always that easy to let go of something I've never even got to have, and I'll be here holding all this love with nowhere to put it, like a letter that never found its name. All I wanted was a chance, not forever, not promises, just one moment where you chose me back. But you looked past me like I was already a memory, like my heart wasn't quietly learning the shape of yours. So go, find your someone new, laugh like you never knew what I would have given, and I'll stay here with everything I never got to say, learning how to unlove you without ever being loved first. I mean, to that, like, like, what do you even say? Like, again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Tophia, you're skipping steps. You're not dating anyone. You're not in a relationship with whoever this person is, and you're just falling head over heels and hurting yourself. So, I mean, you ain't got no one to blame but you. But yeah, that's gonna do, that's gonna do it for the updates from her stories. Let's go ahead and jump into her live from today and see what's cooking with Big Toph.
I was doing good. The Hunter virus has been around for the Hunter virus has been around for years. It's traveled by through mice poop, but this is a new variant. So apparently it's a new variant.
Well, that's fun.
They're trying to say that it's not as bad as COVID. Don't believe them, because you'd be a fool to be one of those people that passed away from COVID because they refuse to wear a mask. And I'm not talking badly about people that pass, the ones that refuse to wear
I mean, I would
masks
hope not.
and believe Trump. So you just gotta be careful. Don't believe. Be careful.
Am I supposed to believe what you say? I don't know, man.
They're trying to tell you it's not as bad as it is, and then people are gonna start dropping like flies, and then they're gonna do something. Wear a mask. Be careful. Thank you for the road.
You heard it here first, guys.
I miss an apartment, and I'm working on that. So
That's right.
You're not working on shit. You're lounging around waiting. Shut up.
And I need to work on businesses, guys. I need to start my stuff.
Tophia, do you know what businesses require to usually get started? Capital. Good luck with that.
It's never too late to be what you might have been, and I forgot who said that. Wasn't it Gandhi or someone like that? I can't remember. What do I know about the hantavirus? Because my mom always told me never be careful with mice poop because you could get hantavirus. We lived in the west side in the desert where we had mice.
So no matter where y'all have lived, it's always been dirty. Got it.
So, yes. But this one is a new variant, and it's not good. People are passing away. The government's not taking it seriously. And then when large amounts of people die, thank you for joining my fan club. The comments are flying. I can't really see anything. Oh, thank you.
Well, you can't
for the
read,
popular. You're gonna be popular. I'm misinformed. Whatever. Don't take it seriously, I guess. Teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt influence. I'll tell you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that needs to be popular. Oh, my rubber ducky's in here unless he fell out again. In which case, I might have lost it. He did not want to stay in my backpack. This little... Oh, it is Robert Palmer. That's a hairstyle. Why?
Of course, you got some goddamn candy.
Depop? No, but I wanted to. Depop overpriced their vintage clothes. I really want to go to this...
Well, Tophia, look, you buy everything that you essentially own from Temu. So, I mean, I don't even know if you know the actual value of like decent name brand clothing.
What kind of a question is that? I'm always eating. It's a sucker.
You are always
it's a
eating.
Jolly Rancher. And possibly, I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me.
It's gonna blow you right back to the shelter, girl. Stop it.
That's where I'll go. I'm just kidding. I never know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Just
of course
listening to
not.
music?
Of course you never know what you're doing. You have no plan of action. That is like, honestly, like one of the saddest things about keeping up with you. It's like you could make a plan. You just choose not to. It's like you're just gonna go with the flow, which has led you straight into a drainage ditch, aka the shelter. And then you want to be upset about the way your life is. Oh, fucking well.
Music Yacht Rock Radio. If you're asking whose car this is, obviously you don't have a car, so I need to work on getting a car though. Are you outside? Yeah, we outside. I like this song. I look so disappointing. That makes no sense. Why did I read that? About Catastrophe, I just have not seen good things about him. Now school, I'm not in school. Oh heck no, I'm not going back.
Need to go back.
No matter how much people want me to go back to school. I don't need school. I'm just kidding.
You're right. You need a job. Let's just focus on that one thing.
You know what happens when you get plastic surgery and you get old? That really... Plastic surgery is not worth it because you age. And when you age poorly with the plastic surgery, so...
Girl, you are aging poorly all natural. What are we talking about? You look like you're going on 50. Stop playing. I don't look old, so you do. You really do, though.
Okay, man, I need some of this. The mean green.
Go get the job if you want to earn some money, little girl.
Wanna enjoy life? Is that too much to ask? And being broke?
Yeah.
No, not.
It is too much to ask when you're not doing anything to earn your own way. Stupid.
That I don't smoke leaves. I do not smoke that. The big cheese.
Better
the
than
dough,
vaping.
The bread, whatever you call it. I ate a big old sack of it. One day just wake up, bam, my bank account says 1 million. That's only a pipe dream.
Yeah, no shit.
Happen. Well, I shouldn't say it'll never really happen, because who knows?
Tophia, no, it will never happen. You're not just gonna wake up one day with $1 million in your bank account miraculously. That's not how life works. So why would you even follow up that statement with, well, who knows? So dumb.
Speak it into existence, right? Marie
Stupid ass.
is my mom. Anything is possible if you just believe. I forget what movie that's from. Oh, Cinderella story. When her friend said anything is possible if you just believe.
And this is why you're failing at life, because you're taking your advice from fucking Disney movies, man. Grow up.
What girlfriend? I don't have a girlfriend. Are you here? I'm sorry, I don't have one. Am I glitching? Where's my girlfriend? The lovely lady, where is she at? I don't know. That's funny. What would make you think that? Says you. They don't have a chance with a boy or a girl.
Girl, come on. We know you want one. You just can't secure. You can't lock in with nobody because your personality and your work ethic, and I mean, really everything about you is just abysmal, honestly.
Oh my god. I just had a crack at that one. Okay, bucko. If you don't care, then why are you here? Have I been what? No, I should. My friend watches Virgin Island. She's a huge fan and she met the show. If you keep asking me whose car I'm in, I'm not in. I don't have a car. And I don't have a girlfriend. And so
we know.
If that's what you're asking whose car I'm in, then my mom. I could if I would. Why am I lying? I don't have a girlfriend. Fortunately? What do you mean, unfortunately? Thank you for the hand hearts. What's going on?
Man, I really wish someone would have brought up her story and the heartbreak, the heartbreak story. That would have been great.
Shit. What? Why are you saying, ooh, shit? I didn't say I had anyone, so let's not get all excited, guys. Anyways, back to the music. Running on empty. Why are you asking that? You know how long ago that's been? Oh no, actually it smells really good. And, oh, I put this on today because why? It's my favorite. Farm Musk, which is a vanilla scent. And it smells really good. And I layered it with this.
Oh my god. I know when she sprays that on, I know she just be smelling trifling. Cause I mean, I'm sure everyone has smelled like someone that's musty, but they got like a sweet fragrance on. It is like the absolute worst. Holy shit.
This other one that's like, it's a Disney princess one. It just says Disney princesses. Disney princesses. So I always wear layered things.
Oh, my bad. I was wondering. I was like, she's talking so slow. I did not speed her up. My bad, y'all. Let me get this together here. It's like, feels like it's just dragging. Jesus.
Summer. Actually, I can't swim. I don't know. And my friend was trying to teach me to swim one time when she was alive. And she's like, all you do is just let yourself float. And that didn't work. And then I remember one time we were swimming.
Tophia. There's a joke in there. But yeah, you're definitely not going to float. That's for fucking sure.
And her daughter had drugged me to the deep end of the pool, and I almost drowned twice actually in the pool. And so this guy that was her friend that was there had to pull me to the other side of the pool. He had to help me, and I was like, oh no. This was one of the places we were staying at that had a pool. I remember that because they got mad. They're like, you can't have people come over here and swim anymore. And then the other time was that same place. Me and my mom were swimming by ourselves, and like a dummy, I just let it take me to the deep end, and I couldn't swim. And I was like, help me. And my mom can't swim, so she couldn't help me. But luckily, I got pushed back.
Two dumbass people. I keep saying it.
Drowned to death. Not good, guys. Not good at all. Why is it not scrolling? It's so hard, though. That threw me in the pool, and I was like...
Her double chin is getting crazy, yo. it amazes me that, like, how have you not lost like any weight? If anything, I feel like she's gotten bigger, honestly, which is crazy to think after being homeless for a whole year or over a year. Insane.
And tried to teach me how to swim, and I cried, and I wanted to get out. So he took me out of the pool. My mom said, "Don't do that." She had to learn, but I never learned. He wanted to teach me, but he didn't, because I was 3 and I cried. So he took me out of the pool. Thank you for the heart puff. So I'm like, I don't know what's an island. It's not abuse. Not tossed me into the pool, but he put me into the pool, and I just didn't want to learn because I was crying. Which, when kids cry, obviously you just have to let them cry. I think if he would have stuck with it, I probably would have learned to swim, right? Here I am, don't know how to swim. I think what else I plan to do, work on my businesses and my social media. When I have a place, I can do a lot more on my social media, but I really...
Tophia, no, it doesn't matter what you're going to do on social media. You're not going to make a real livable wage, okay? Like, just please, just give it up. Or don't give it up, but like, god damn, I wish you would just be realistic. You're not liked. You are infamous as hell. And even when you did have a place, you weren't putting the work into social media like that. So I don't believe you.
I really need to make a stable living, and I need to work on my clothing stuff and then try to work on my restaurant. So there's that. I'll never get
just a bunch of dreams. Like you're literally a child. How do you plan to accomplish any of those things? Because social media is not the engine that's going to get you there. I'm sorry.
At this point, with that attitude, I will never get a place. Thank you for the roses.
You probably won't.
Thought process, right? This is what I learned in therapy: is negative thinking attracts negative actions. When you think negatively, then you start doing negatively. When you think positively, you start doing positively. It's all about changing your thinking patterns, right? Imagine if I thought like you and was like, well, I'm never gonna get a place. There's always all these roadblocks and blah. But to be honest with you, you know what I mean?
I cannot wait to see her face when they either A, deny or decline her housing application because she's been sitting around on her ass, not doing anything to better her life, or B, she does get the housing and then is kicked out within a couple of months because she can't even swing the rent. It's going to be a glorious day, y'all.
Just go, I don't know. Anyways, hey, look, I'm a clown. Oh god,
you are.
But you know what I mean?
You
it's
are.
Just one of those things. Hold on, but it is insane to me, right? I'm going to therapy and I'm learning these things and I'm trying to work on my thought patterns. Sometimes my thought process is horrible. Sometimes I'm horrible to myself.
As you should be.
If I thought like that, then I would get nowhere in life. Car walk.
I mean, you haven't gotten anywhere in life. You're 31 years old and I think Tophia, someone told me that Tophia did live on her own at one point. I don't know if that was like during college or what, but it was short-lived because she got kicked out. Like, what have you accomplished aside from your follower count? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I'm sure that the cooler blasting speaks for itself. But I mean, I just nowhere in life, obviously, because I believed I would be nowhere in life. Do you know how bad my thinking was? Of course, obviously, when you think negatively, you act negatively. You don't want to do anything anymore because it affects you. Of course, I have major depression, and I probably always had that major depression for a while. When you're
no, come on. No, you don't. You don't get to just retrospect having depression. That's not how that works, Toph.
You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to do anything. When I had the apartment, I didn't want to get out of bed. I'm going to be honest. I had plastic water bottle mountain.
Yeah, it's because you're lazy. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with depression. You're just a lazy ass person. And like we see it from your actions, or I really should say your lack of action. Who the hell is homeless for like a year and a half and doesn't do anything to boost their income? You don't want to get a job. You're not out here grinding your social media platform, making content around your struggles of being homeless. You have a YouTube. I think she has like over 5,000 subs. Like, channel is good to go. You're not making YouTube content. You're not doing anything to actually try to make money unless it requires like the bare minimum of effort. which is what we saw when she opened up Cameo. Cameo, oh, I'm gonna set my price for $40 fucking and record a 1 minute long video because I'm worth it. The fuck out of here.
Some people have drank water bottle, just threw it there. People had, my room wasn't horrible per se, but it wasn't
Bullshit.
Good. Food, I was good on food. I threw all my food trash and all that stuff. But to be 100% honest with you, I was depressed at that time. And especially in 2020,
Sure.
2021, I believe it was. When was it? 22, 21. I was in the surgery with a pericardial effusion. Around 2020, I believe 2021, my grandma died. My other grandma died. That didn't help. My friend died on my birthday. Oh, everyone was dying. Then my grandma's brother died. So 2 of her brothers, I think, died. And the only one that's left is her sister and this other brother, I think. It's not a self-diagnosis. It's legal on paper. But anyway.
No, you say it's legal on paper. You didn't even go get the damn paper. You already told us that you didn't even go and get the paper that has your supposed diagnosis. You fucking liar.
I'm not gonna argue with people that want to argue with themselves. But man, everyone was dying. My grandma died. That was hard. My dad's mom died. It was kind of hard. She was not the best grandmother. And I like sometimes you just don't have feeling for people who are evil. I'm sorry. What can I say? But when my friend died, that was hard because it was on my birthday. And I remember her saying one time she wanted me to call her and I lost her number. I couldn't find it. And after she died, what happens? Go figure, I find her number. I don't know. Man, it's just too
terrible.
Much. Take it one day at a time. I don't handle death very well. Death is hard for me. It's hard. It really is. When someone that I really care about dies, that it's a process. Who died well in 2020? 3 people.
Girl, I don't believe you cared about any of them people for real. Like, come on. I don't think you really cared about Brother Chew like that. I don't think you really cared about your grandma or grandmas like that for real. Your friend, maybe, because we do see that you have I don't know, you have like a weird thing with people that you want to be in your circle. You're strangely, obsessively attached to those people. But outside of that, nah, I don't know, man.
People died, and I had to deal with that. Both my grandmothers died. I don't have no grandparents. My dad's dad left when he was born, so he never met his dad. So his stepdad died. But my grandpa, as far as my dad's side, I've never met him or seen him, so I don't know if he's alive. My grandma died on my mom's side, and then my friend died, and then my grandma's brothers died. So I'm like, bro. He was in an accident, he was struck, and he died. And what was weird, it was thinking it was him. I was gonna post this on my story. How did they know? How did they know?
What? Like, the way her mood can just flip from like, oh yeah, I'm depressed and all these people passed away, and oh, the song, I was thinking about it. That is weird. That is really fucking weird.
In love with this song because I love the song Ambrosia. Anyway, sorry. Is that an electric bike and it's purple? Oh, I love that bike. Anyways, oh, the day that my grandma's brother died, I took this picture, which I still have in my phone, and the sun had made a cross. I saw the cross, and I still have that picture.
What?
On my Android. I don't have it because I don't have my Android. Thank you for the meerkat. About my restaurant? Well, I think for my restaurant, right, one thing I can say is some of the proceeds might go to gun violence because my brother was alive by gun violence, and I think.
Tophia, why are we talking about things that will never happen? This is never going to happen. I don't even know. Why is this even a topic? But okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Anything to help fight against gun violence is something that I would like to participate in. I'm with Casper. He's right here. Say hello, Casper. I'm just kidding. Why would I tell you who I'm with? Probably my mom said to do with Spanish food. I think Spanish and barbecue. I think there needs to be stricter gun laws. I don't think it's anything about taking people's guns away or limiting it. I think it's making sure that guns don't get into the wrong hands of people, right? Did you just see in the news that they posted, well, not in the news, on Instagram, that Israel sold guns to the cartel, thousands of them? Actually, 24,000 guns from Israel were sold to the cartel. Let's be, like, sometimes some people just gotta... Thank you for the gift points. We need stricter gun laws. You've got people that have mental health issues able to walk up and just get a gun. Who in their right mind would allow someone with mental health issues to walk around with a gun? That to me is crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody, when people want to make the argument, they're trying to take our guns away. They're trying to take my right to bear arms. But that's not the case. Making it stricter so that stupid people don't get a hold of guns is what is needed. There are young little kids that are getting a hold of their parents' guns, taking it to school, and then accidentally shooting their teacher.
Well, I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with gun laws. That just has to do with terrible parents. Because, yeah, if you have children, there's no reason or way they should be able to have access anywhere remotely near it.
Let's, like, a 6-year-old able to reach a gun from their parent and it's not locked up in a cabinet, that is very unsafe. What are you as a parent doing with your cabinets open or whatever it is that you have your stuff open and your 6-year-old's able to grab the gun and take it to school? That to me makes no sense. That is child neglect. You're neglecting your child. Pay attention. That's how accidents happen. That's how little kids get injured. That's how little kids get unalived. This country is so jacked up. And you know what? Someone had, well, not an argument, someone had said something to me because I went to this thing or I saw this church thing. This guest speaker was a horrible person. I hate when they bring up Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, I do not like Charlie Kirk. I hate Charlie Kirk with a passion. The fact, there was this guy walking around with a shirt that says, "I am Charlie Kirk." You are delusional beyond all delusions to think that you're a reincarnated version of Charlie Kirk. Imagine walking around with a shirt that says, "I am Charlie Kirk."
Tophia, you're so stupid. Like, I mean, you took it a little too far. Reincarnated? That's crazy.
You are insane. But anyways, back to what I was going to say. They were the same people complaining about we don't need borders are the same people locking their doors. Did you know in Canada, they don't lock their doors and they can sleep peacefully? America cannot sleep peacefully and have to lock their doors because of crime. Did you?
I don't give a damn where I live at. It could be the safest country in the world. I'm locking my goddamn door. What are you talking about? Even in this world's safest countries, there's still crime. There will always be bad people no matter where you are in the world. So, like, that's just a dumb thing to say. I'm sorry.
You know that gun violence is not high in other countries, that the highest country for gun violence is America? Did you know in other countries it's mostly knifings? I can't say the word. Sorry.
Exactly, because no matter what, like, you can remove access to one tool, people will just use a different tool. Like, that's kind of like the whole thing. Now, I mean, I do agree there should be some stricter laws in place, especially for people that might be deemed like mentally unstable or have some type of mental deficiency. For sure, I'm definitely on board with that. But god damn it, Tophia, I hate when you make me agree with you. Shut up.
This song, Dr. Hood, I like the song. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Sorry, the music. But it's true. If you've seen Fahrenheit 9/11 with Michael Moore, I believe that's what it is. That director, documentary guy, Michael Moore, watch Fahrenheit 9/11. The very same guns that were Columbine were sold at Kmart. You used to be able to buy bullets at Kmart. And the bullet that was lodged in someone's back from the Columbine was literally bought at Kmart. Isn't that crazy? And they talked about 9/11, I believe, also in there. But they also talked about the crime. And he walked, and he showed this, I believe it was Canada. I'm pretty sure. Opened the door and was like, "Hi." They don't have to fear for their lives. They could leave their doors unlocked, wide open. America, we can't even leave our doors unlocked because your door's unlocked, someone's trying to come in. Trust me, our door was broken and several times has our life been put in danger and people thought that was funny.
Well, I mean, part of the reason that happened is because of you though, right? Right.
Nothing funny. And we couldn't lock our door because the SWAT team broke our door, busted it open, and the office wouldn't come to fix the door. So my brother's friend had to make a thing where we put a board to block the door so nobody could come in. Our safety is constantly put in danger. My brother would still be alive had that guy not got a hold of a gun. These are the things that I think about. And then people say it's my fault. Was I the one who allowed a criminal to get a gun in possession? He was a prior criminal. He had prior records.
Tophia, like, please stop talking at this point. If he was a prior felon, I'm sure he didn't obtain the gun legally. That's like the whole thing. There's black markets. There's people that sell guns, privately. That's partly where the issue, some of the issues stem from. So just stop. Like, can we talk about something else?
You cannot tell me that a repeat offender should be able to get a hold of a gun like that and then turn around and cause more trauma to someone and say, well, it's your fault. Gun violence happens every day. No, people should not have to watch their back while going to Walmart and fearing for their lives because they're shopping and all of a sudden the Walmart's getting shot up. This is insane work. No one should have to leave to feel safe. And to make it seem like the immigrants that are coming into this country that are here to harm people, no, they're not criminals and are not here to harm people. America is high in crime. Maybe worry about that. Why are we high in crime but we're blaming other people from other countries? Something's not right. If Canada can live with their doors unlocked, then America needs to get it together. Seriously. No, they don't.
Who are you getting this from? Like, I'm sure there's probably like certain areas of Canada that are very safe, but I'm sure not the entire country. It's just a fucking paradise, Tophia. That's not realistic.
Because they want people to kill people. Unalive people, sorry. They're slowly unaliving their own people anyways. The water is poisoned, the air is getting polluted, the food is bad. They're giving you food that has all kinds of ingredients you don't even know, you can't even pronounce the ingredients.
Shut up, because you eat all that shit. So what the hell are you talking about? What? Like, the hypocrite. You know about all the GMOs and toxins and all the additives and bullshit that they put in food, but you be eating all that shit. And then sitting here preaching to us about how they're poisoning us. You're one of the main consumers. Be quiet.
It's one of the ingredients that is in Mountain Dew is in batteries. Yeesh. If it ain't violence, it's something else. They're really gonna make sure, well, greed and corrupt people run the city. And then you sit here and you tell people they're supposed to get a 9-to-5 job while rich people don't have to work or live the way we live and don't care.
Of course, somehow, anytime we get the talking and ranting about America, it's going to turn into a conversation about why Tophia doesn't need a job. You can you can bet your bottom dollar on that shit. Oh my goodness. And of course, Tophia, like, yes, wealthy people, yeah, they don't have to work the way that the average person works. They've done things. They've either worked their way up to a certain point, started their own company, or got into a position where they no longer have to do like the manual labor side of work or being in the manual labor area of the workforce. Let's put it like that. You sound jelly. You sound jealous because, like, what do you think if God forbid you ever get a restaurant? I mean, are you going to be the one actually cooking and over the stove every single day if your restaurant was to become well established and you opened up multiple chains? No. Eventually, you get to a point where you don't have to do that shit anymore. That's like one of the perks of starting your own business. But again, that takes capital. You have to start from the ground up with your own funds, and that's never going to happen.
People are dying because they can't afford life-saving medications, and you tell me I'm supposed to follow the very same system that is built against people of color. And then people hate when you speak up. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, shut up. We're tired of hearing it. You know what? Maybe if people use their voice a lot more, we wouldn't be living like this. I'm so sick and tired of making money for somebody that does not care about me.
Tophia, how are you sick and tired of making money for someone when that's something you've never done? The closest thing that the closest you have come to that is working at Dunkin' Donuts for a few months, and now you're making money for TikTok. Probably not a lot, but you're making them something. Like, shut up.
If I was to pass away and I didn't show up to work and they were notified of that, they wouldn't care. The next day they would probably have a giant up hiring for my position. That's how crazy that is. This guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, sad reality. But and it's not that, well, the company itself is not going to care. Your coworkers might care. You know, your supervisor, they might care. The people that you actually interact with on a day-to-day basis at your job, they would probably care. But yeah, the higher ups, no, they're not going to give a fuck, because at the end of the day, business got to keep moving. I mean, like, imagine if everything shut down. You know, like, say, like Walmart, somebody passes away that works for Walmart. Are they supposed to, like, you know, all the Walmarts close around the world as a moment of condolence? Like, no. Things, the wheels have to keep turning, Tophia. it's a sad reality, but I mean that's just how it is, man. All of this idealistic talk, but you don't put in any action. So it's like I don't care what you honestly, I don't care what her opinions are, because there's no action behind anything. We already know, like, she says all of this and how we should use our voices, but she's already told us she's never been to a protest, even when there were protests in New Mexico, because it's dangerous. So, like, shut up. You're a hypocrite. You're not about any action.
This guy never missed a day of work, and he worked at Burger King for 50 years. You know what they gave him? A little drawstring bag with candy in it and a few things. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. These people make billions of dollars.
I saw that story.
Give him a bonus.
Yeah, I saw that story. That was kind of fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it was kind of fucked up. I think they gave him like a little gift card, like a $50 gift card or something. Now, I'm not saying they should, like, you know, give him a reach around in a, you know, $10,000, but I mean, they could have gave him something a little better than that for 50 years of service. That's crazy.
This checkers, greedy. Rich people are so greedy. And since we're on greedy people, let's talk about greedy James Charles, because you literally told that Spirit Airlines worker the worst thing to happen to her was to lose her job, and then mock and make fun of her because she put her GoFundMe, she sent you her GoFundMe, and you, as a rich white man that wants to be a black woman because you got a BBL, which is the bad BBL.
Here we go.
James Charles with a BBL, I cannot. Like, that ain't cute. I'm sorry. I never liked James Charles. He should have lost his job after he got caught talking to underage people. But clearly people bypass that and still buy his makeup even after this.
So yeah. So for context, the live, she got cut there. She got suspended from her job. And this is the I guess this is the following story that she put up right afterwards.
Hey guys, my life got taken down for bullying and harassment, and guess what it was? It was me talking about James Charles when he said what he said to that Spirit Airlines worker. So yeah, that's great. Woohoo. So that means I won't be able to go live for 3 days, which is okay. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I can't go back live because they said it did violate guidelines, which was crazy. Because all I said was James Charles wanted to be a black woman and he has a bad BBL, and I guess that somehow equates to bullying.
Like, Tophia, like, see, this is how dumb she is. Okay, her live just got terminated and suspended for 3 days, and then she turns around and makes a story on the same platform and says the exact same thing again. Just mind-boggling. I cannot understand this stupidity. Like, this is insane.
And harassment, because it's not like dark-skinned black women don't get bullied and harassed on this app every day, but yet they don't. Oh my God,
here we go.
Okay, whatever. It is what it is.
Well, that is what we got for the day. Yeah, I mean, Toph being Toph, ain't nothing changed. Same person she's been, I'm assuming, her whole life, essentially. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and, you know, tell me, like, what are y'all's thoughts as far as the stories that I shared at the very beginning? Like, are we going to get, I'm hoping that we get another heartbreak arc, because that was just some chef's kiss, amazing content to cover. But I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all be safe. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all very soon.